Right on cue.
There only seems to be 2. This should be trivial.
If this won't finish them, nothing will. That didn't sound like the welcome we wanted to hear.
What was that?
This wall moves! If we don't hurry, we'll be skewered!
Wah! Hey, wait for me!
It's that boy from the village.
He must have followed us. Hey, watch out!
Hey, don't worry about me. I can fight monsters too. Watch!
What now? One foolish move and he can have us both in trouble.
I agree, but we don't have much choice right now. Hey you! If you insist on being here, follow my directions. It's the only chance you have of escaping serious harm.
Really? I can fight with you? Okay, anything you say, Chief. By the way, the name's Hans, and I'm ready to serve.
Face it, you're outclassed.
Are you alright, Hans?
Yeah, just look at me. I'm great!
With your help, we were able to defeat the Guardians in here.
Yeah, well, I had a good teacher.
Teacher?
Yeah, you told me what to do. I did it. I learned. A teacher. You.
Well, that may be, but this was a special circumstance. If you wish to fight for a profession, you need to get formal training as a soldier first.
Well, okay. If that's what I gotta do to officially fight monsters, I better go and register right away. 'Cause the sooner I sign up, the sooner I can come back and fight along with you.
Phew, for a minute there, I thought he was going to stay.
Now that he's gone, we should continue exploring, beginning with this glowing area. It appears as if something is levitating beyond this force field.
What is it? It looks somewhat like a mask. No luck. It appears as if some kind of special key is required to deactivate the barrier.
A key?
Yes, it could be an actual key, or a spell that behaves like one. My father would know what to do, if only he were here.
Well, without a key, there doesn't seem to be any more to do here. If we can't obtain the mask, no one else can either. Let's leave this as it is. The civilization that created this perished as a result of war, no doubt.
Really? But...
How do I know that? It's how all great civilizations meet their eventual end. Hopefully, I can make a small contribution towards changing that cycle.
I believe you will, Max. All this serious talk in here has left me cold. Let's get out into the warm sunlight. We carried out the mission and have returned, sir.
Ah, yes. Good work. Let's hear the report.
Yes, sir. The area to the west hid an ancient ruin where the monsters were hiding. After a short battle, we destroyed them, eliminating the threat.
I see. Consider your work here done then. Return to the capital at once.
But sir, isn't this area too dangerous to leave unguarded?
While you were investigating the ruins, another squad defeated Venzern, so the state of emergency has been lifted.
So the war is over?
Yes, I was just about to dismiss the mercenaries.
I'll take that as my cue to move on.
You have developed into a fine young man, Maximilian. Just like your father.
But...
no need for modesty. You have developed skills and abilities that would have made your father proud, had he lived to see this.
Thank you, sir.
If you'll excuse me now, I must check the other stations. And remember, I'm counting on you two to become our top knights.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. So, is that all there is? We're knights now? What?
It's from this point forward that we can work towards our ultimate goals. You, politics, and me, imperial knighthood.
If we continue talking, we will never officially even be knights. Right now, we should return to the kingdom capital. Now that our exam is over, I shall travel with you as an associate rather than one under your command. In that capacity, I suggest we leave at once. almost seems impossible that it's been 3 years since we entered the academy together.
The careers that will define our lives begin now.
And since our paths are divergent, we will not see each other as frequently.
I must admit, I'll miss our conversations about how best to secure peace for the world.
And I shall miss watching you practice swinging your weapon 1,000 times as punishment for being late to class.
Well, who's more foolish? The one who is late to class, or the one that watches that one perform the punishment over and over?
I somehow think that we will soon long for these simpler times. This world is rapidly changing, and it is up to us to make certain that it is for the better.
True. The change is coming faster than we know. Just today I heard from Lord Reeves that Lord Lyle was expelled from the country.
I can only speculate as to why. I'm certain they know what they're doing. However, it surprised me somewhat because Lord Lyle was sentenced to die. To merely expel him was quite a generous act.
It appears that the ranks of the Imperial Knights are rapidly thinning.
Precisely. This looks like your golden opportunity, Wein.
I sure am going to miss you, Max.
It's not as if we'll never see each other again. Cheer up.
I guess you're right. Oh, I almost forgot. The exchange. We can't break with Academy tradition.
Right. We need to exchange a memento to uphold the graduation tradition. This was handed down to me by my father. I know it will serve you well.
Max, your father meant this as a trust for you. It's too valuable to give away.
Wein, my goal is to create a world that does not rely on the power of these gems. A world without war. However, if I fail in my efforts, this gem will best serve in your capable hands. I trust that one way or another, through your efforts or mine, we shall achieve the peace we both crave.
Maximilian, I will use this gem to become one of the Imperial Knights, I promise.
Of that, I have no doubt. I know you're supposed to choose the item to trade, but I was wondering if I could request... Well, I would like your ocarina.
I'm sorry, Max. I can't be without this.
Really? Is it valuable?
It has no monetary value to speak of, but I made a promise when I was very young.
A promise?
Yes, this ocarina belonged to a girl I met 10 years ago. We always met at a specific time and place. The last time I went, she was not there, but this ocarina was. It was strange and sad, but I promised never to part with the ocarina. In fact, the only song I can play is the one I learned from her.
Well, I suppose I should ask for something else then. How about just playing a song then?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Hearing that song brings back so many memories. I can remember the first time we met. Our academy oath. Everything. It seems like yesterday.
The difficult war between Rolandia, Ransack, and Bernstein kingdoms ended at the time Wein graduated from the Officers' Academy. The tenuous peace that followed was safeguarded by a select few knights of distinguished service. In order to remain prepared to safeguard that peace, Wein practiced his battle skills at every opportunity.
Wein! Is Wein here?
Yes, sir!
Hans, you too.
What is it, sir?
Minister Schneider has summoned you.
Summoned?
Yes, he has an urgent task for you. He requests 2 or 3 members from our squadron. Minister Schneider makes a request of us. We are to comply at once. So hurry to his office.
I understand, sir. We'll go at once.
Good. But your party's not complete yet. Apprentice Knight Charlone Claudius.
Did you call, sir?
You are to go with Wein as an attendant.
Me?
What, are you hard of hearing now? Yes, you! This request came directly from Minister Schneider. We can't refuse it. What are you waiting for? Go! Kids these days. Like pulling teeth to get them to do anything. We've got a kid who can barely add 2 and 2, wanting to be a knight. And a girl who thinks her family connections guarantees her knighthood. They're nothing but pustules on my posterior. If they are accidentally lost in the line of duty, it will only make my job easier.
Minister Schneider, the members of the Second Squadron you requested have come.
Ah, show them in at once.
Very well, sir. Please, right this way.
Wein Cruz, Hans Berendt, and Charlone Claudius, reporting as requested, sir.
Thank you all for coming. You needn't be so formal, Wein. This is actually a meeting between friends.
Yes, but you are a minister now, and I'm merely a commissioned officer.
Your dedication to the rights of duty is unflinching. But just for today, humor me and let's have an informal meeting. I desperately need a break. I'm drowning in formality in this position.
Okay, but only because you requested it. I must admit that I missed the philosophical discussions we had in the academy.
By the way, are you the only ones who were sent in response to my request? I had asked that at least 2 or 3 squads be sent. That's at least 10 soldiers.
That's not what Commander Byron told us.
Nonetheless, he knew that I was asking for at least 10 soldiers. I made that clear.
But why would he only send 3?
Isn't it obvious, sir? The squadron chief was sending us out to be killed.
What? But why? We didn't do anything wrong. Did we?
Well, I know he's tired of your incessant idiotic questions, and I think he's jealous of Wein and me.
This is not the first time he's done such a thing. I just don't know what to do with that selfish man. However, this may actually be an opportunity of sorts for you 3. If you can accomplish the task of 10 men with only 3, people would surely speak well of you. It could help your careers.
Ah, I see what you're saying. I'd be on my way to becoming an Imperial Knight, proving my worth.
Achieving such a feat certainly can't hurt your chances, if you survive. In any case, let me explain what's involved. A mysterious armed band has been appearing in and around Rottenbaum village, near the border of Ransack Kingdom.
Bandits?
All we know is that they are heavily armed and armored and have been attacking and pillaging villages.
Perhaps they're mercenaries gone bad?
That seems the most plausible explanation. It is not uncommon for mercenaries released from service after a war to indulge their criminal impulses. In fact, the villages near Rottenbaum have hired guards for protection. It is a serious situation.
Yes, if a citizen's kingdom cannot protect them, allegiance is lost. Nothing good could come of that.
Precisely. Though it is isolated, we cannot ignore this situation. I would therefore like you to investigate it at once.
Understood. We leave for Rottenbaum immediately.
Oh, and one more request. This one of a personal nature.
What is it?
If the investigation concludes quickly, I would like you to stop by the Magic Academy.
Magic Academy?
Yes, I have requested books from their collection for my studies. I would appreciate it if you would bring them back.
I see. Consider it done.
If there are any further developments here, I shall send my messenger.
I shall see you soon, I'm certain.
I leave these tasks to you now. Good luck.
If we're traveling to Rottenbaum Village, we have a decision to make here. From this point, we can travel south through Klein Village, or turn towards Starkburg, then head southwest to Rottenbaum.
I'm voting for the short route.
Actually, I'm not certain which is the shorter distance.
If there's no clear way that's better, I'd like to travel via Starkburg, if you don't mind.
I have no reason to deny that request. Is there any special purpose for it?
I just wanted to stop by my home. I hadn't expected to receive such a large assignment so soon. I wanted to tell my family that I wouldn't be seeing them for some time.
Right on, Cece, let's do it!
Cece, I suppose you think that's cute, but I assure you that I do not.
But it's just easier than saying Charlone. You have such a long name.
Then I shall just begin referring to you as Runt. It's much easier, don't you think?
Oh great, what do I do? Hans, she doesn't like it any more than you like being called Runt, so please stop.
But it's just a little...
No excuses, just stop using it.
But...
This Runt is impossible.
But... Hey, how about... Charlo? I mean, it's not like Cece, and sounds kinda cute.
Hans, just let me tell you something.
I know what you're gonna say, and it was really no bother. I like the new name even better.
No!